keeps 90% plus of the businesses, these small, owned by guys who live, the block away from their business type community. And it is. And, this year for Christmas, we decided to buy everything in Conshohocken for all of our, extended family, and anyone else going to buy a gift for, which, we would buy some things in Conshohocken, but I would be the guy that also would buy a lot of things on Amazon. And I would be proud that I got my Christmas shopping done in an hour, clicking through my phone, and everything was on its way. And it wasn't a lot of effort for me, but, this year to try and support local, we made a commitment to do 100% things from Conshohocken, and it was neat. And, just the amount of conversations I had with people, walking into their store, and I've known a lot of them, previously or already. But I feel like it made me learn more about businesses that I maybe didn't know everything they carried, everything they did, everything they were, excuse me, we're trying to do. So you don't realize the local energy that provides when, you really do keep things small and local, and in a town that's 1 mile long, you're destined to walk past that person on the street tomorrow, or, the next day, or, at the local supermarket or something like that. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah. I always said before, when I was younger and I lived with my parents, I was the one who always took the dogs out for a walk. I put them on a leash, and we lived in a very walkable neighborhood, but it was a suburb. You were not passing a store. You were just passing residential people's homes. And that's how you got to know the neighbors. Now that I live in a small town, and it's a different dog now, but I put the dog on the leash, take him for a walk. And, that's where you see, like a lot of your local business owned, like people, you're more visible in the neighborhood, and you see more, you find, hey, that little place that, I thought it burned down. Hey, look, they just built it back up again. We're going to go in there one day when the dog's not on the leash. And, you really get more in touch with your neighborhood. Another thing that you did actually just kind of triggered me thinking about it. Tell me a little bit about Pieri Farms.
So in another moment of what I would say insanity, we went to go look at a property for sale that somehow was from some email list that I joined when I was probably just doing boring internet searches for cool things that I wanted to do. And there was a vineyard for sale in Quakertown, and it kind of caught my eye because I don't know a lot about Quakertown, but I don't think that it's, the Napa Valley of the East. So I said, I got nothing to do on the weekend. I'm going to go take a look. And so I signed up to go for a showing, and it was nice. And it was strangely large Quakertown vineyard. And there were some things about it that were really cool, and it was a pretty house and all that kind of stuff, but it really didn't work for something I was going to want to buy. I couldn't figure out how to make this part of our company. So I met a realtor there who said, I actually have somebody who has a more raw, beautiful, larger property if you're looking for, kind of start from scratch, build your own. And I really wasn't. So it kind of went from a curiosity that there's a vineyard in Quakertown to this person saying something that sounded really cool. So she goes, you want to go for a ride? It's about 20 minutes north of here in Bucks County. I said, great. And I went, and I pulled into this property and said, I want to live here. This is amazing. So it just really trickled down from there. And, I didn't really know much about farming, nor how to plant a vineyard. So we just started doing some preliminary testing and things you'd have to do to make sure the things you wanted to do could happen on this property. And everything kept checking out very well. So it was like one of those things where, like, they came back and they said the soil was terrible, or this isn't a place you can plant these kind of crops, probably would have died, and, we would have moved on, and it was neat. We checked out this property. It's really beautiful. But everything checked out. So it kind of like the universe made it, like checkmate to you. It's your choice. Like, things are going to work. It has what you need if you want to do these kind of things. So your move. I said, all right, let's try and do this. And we've always tried to internally make more of what we, sell to our customers. We make all of our own bread. We make all of our own pasta. We make our own gelato. Our French fries, we partner with potato growers that sell certain potato that we cut in house, and we prep a certain way. It's a lot easier in a restaurant to just call up US Foods, buy a big bag of frozen French fries, throw them in the fryer, put salt and pepper on them, make them season well, and put them out. Our culture has always been like, let's do it for ourselves, and let's build our own. Let's be, learn how to become artisans at some of the little pockets of our business. So this was a chance to kind of do that on a massively larger scale and say, let's grow our own food. We're all about food, where it comes from, who sourced it, and wine. Why don't we make those things? So I am usually very bad at being prepared, well researched, well thought out with, big projects, and more of a mindset of, for lack of a better word, F it, let's do it. So it was just so beautiful. I said, all right, let's do it. Let's just figure this out. And here we are 2 years later, and it's 27 acres, and the vineyard's in the ground, and we have more vines coming in a week to add to it. And, we have a CSA program that's now running. So we deliver local vegetables to people in Conshohocken. And
What's CSA?
so CSA is community supported agriculture. So basically a member signs up, and it's, for a small membership or a large, and they basically pre-purchase a share of our crops. And then once a week we bring home a box as things are in season. And, throughout the summer, things will, change as the seasons change. And it's basically what we have, what's in the season and what's bountiful. We divide it up between all of our members. We fill up the box and we bring it home.